Back when COVID first became a big problem when it reached us in 2020, were you scared at all, or what did you think was going to happen?
I was not very scared because I didn't know what was going to happen, and I just thought everyone would probably stay at home.
So you thought it'd be like, oh, cool, just quarantine for 2 weeks, and then we'll be good to go. That was getting one of those.
No, I thought it would just be like we don't go to school and it's still totally online, like it was for our last senior year semester.
I was not scared. I think similar to a lot of people, I just thought it was going to be another influenza. Maybe once they discover a vaccine or something, we get a shot every year for it. But I didn't know how long it was going to last. So.
I don't think that I was really scared of the virus necessarily, for me at least. I think I was scared for like my older family members, because that's mostly how it was like advertised, was like your grandparents are gonna die if they get it. So there was that. But I think mostly I was scared that I was just going to like not be able to have any time to spend with my friends, which I didn't. So.
Back then, I just thought it was going to be like, okay, it's a new cold or sickness, not sure what it was, and we're just having an extended spring break. I thought it was only going to be an extra week. Was I wrong?
How badly would you say COVID has impacted your life?
I think it's impacted my social life a lot, but not my school life that much.
Okay, so you think school is the same now as it would be had there not been a pandemic?
It's definitely a little weird having school online and stuff, but not much has changed about school.
I mean, my life is, well, or at least at the beginning, was a bit different. I had to stay at home mostly, couldn't go out and hang out with my friends. Starting up college after graduating was a little bit of a different process than I had expected it to be.
I guess it hasn't really, other than like taking away my favorite hobbies, it hasn't really done much. I had like a couple months where I didn't do anything, and that really sucked, but then I got right back to doing what I wanted to do, so.
Honestly, it didn't change too much for me. It made, like at work I had to wear masks, and I worked at IB, and they did not have the best masks. Like, they were not breathable. I know that's kind of the point, but they're like, oh, what's that material called? Polyester. So, yeah, not comfortable, traps all the moisture, smells bad after a single use, and I'd forget to wash it. That didn't help.
And so during that initial quarantine back in, I think it started in April of 2020, what would you say is the biggest thing you missed out on? It's like school activities or anything really?
I missed out on a lot of the senior year stuff, like prom and
Graduation.
prom, graduation, and then just going to my senior year classes. Because once quarantine happened, since I was a senior, I just didn't go anywhere.
Just not being able to see the people that I wanted to see. For a while, school was shut down. I couldn't go see my friends every day at school. I couldn't go out and hang out with my friends or even some of my family on the weekends.
There was a Florida trip for band that I didn't get to go on. Was really upset about that. I had been looking forward to that a lot, but I also, like, towards the beginning of this school year, I missed out on marching band, which I used to enjoy a lot, and I didn't get any part of it.
No marching band at all this year?
Nope.
Graduation, I guess, like actually having a proper one.
Yeah, ours was a singular YouTube video with all our names on it.
Oh no, don't forget about the McDonald's style drive-thru for your diploma. Can't forget that.
How would you compare high school student life during the pandemic versus being a college student?
Well, I did pretty much nothing for my high school during the high school quarantine and stuff. But the college one seems a lot less social, which makes it a lot more stressful.
You have recently dropped out entirely of college. Do you think that you wouldn't have had it been more in person or less pandemic-y?
No, I think I still would have made the same decision. It was not really, I didn't really have a base pandemic or coronavirus or quarantine or anything.
All the other people I've interviewed were graduates from this school, West High School. What's it been like? So everyone else graduated in 2020, but you actually had to come back to this school. What's it been like coming back to high school during the pandemic world?
Okay, so yeah, it was most different like at the start of the year, having to wear masks, having to social distance, smaller class sizes, not having enough room at tables to sit with your friends, and then kind of towards the end of the year now it's basically the same as it was last year. There's really no difference. It's pretty much the same.
How would you briefly describe college life during these COVID-ridden times?
It lacks a lot of social stuff, so it's mainly focused on school and stressed. So if you're not outgoing, you don't make a lot of friends.
I could just act like I was in a Zoom meeting and then turn off my camera and then just.
Hey Mason, are you in the call? I can't see you.
Yep, I'm fine. Camera's broken.
Oh, okay.
So would you say that there are any upside or any advantages to having COVID or to living in the COVID world? Like any upsides?
I know what you meant.
Any? No. Yeah. So, would you say what would you say is the best part?
Well, with the mask, you can grow facial hair, and if it looks bad, no one's going to call you out on it. And then you still end up shaving it yourself.
All right, well, thank you for your input.